Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. We're going to be doing a bit of a comparison today. Um, I I don't often do these tutorials. I like to, when I learn something, share it with others. Now, when I started Bible journaling, I went and bought all the stuff. And I've ended up not using all the stuff because I keep coming back to the stuff that I know works in the Bible without any prep. So today I'm going to be showing you that gelatos can also have the distressed effect that Distress Oxides has when you spritz water on it. And I'm going to be using similar colors in the two and comparing them on normal 160 GSM cardstock. Now the thing with this is on 160 GSM cardstock, obviously nothing bleeds through. If you do go in very heavy and a lot of water, it will start bleeding through as the page frays. But for a Bible page, the minute you add water to a Distress Oxide, it bleeds if you haven't prepped. And sometimes even with prep, Distress Oxides bleed in a Bible. And by prep, I'm talking about gesso. If you don't know what gesso is, it is a medium to create a barrier so that your products don't bleed, or then so that your products act a certain way, react a certain way. Apologies. So I'm blending the gelatos, scribbled it directly onto the paper, and then blending it with my finger. So it's thick and juicy and a lot of color pigment on there. But the great thing about it is that once it's set, it doesn't, when you close the Bible, you can't see the gelatos, or it doesn't give off on the page that's touching it. So the pigment is set onto this page. And then what I use just for extra measure most times, so that I can even write on top of it, is I heat set it. If you give this gelato a good heat set, you can then write on top of it without it ruining your felt pens, something I found out recently. So I'm giving it a good spritz with a fine mister on both sides. And then what I'm going to do, so the left hand side is the Distress Oxide, the right hand side is the gelatos, and you're seeing my KFC napkin there. And you'll see that actually with this lychee color, the pigment lifts up almost better than with the, I think it's Velvet Rose or Vintage Rose or something like that from Distress Oxide. And I get a more distressed effect with the gelatos than I do with the Distress Oxides. Now, I know many have said that I'm slightly biased when it comes to gelatos. I might be. It's just like I said, I really like the fact that I don't have to do any prep with this product. There's no bleed through, there's no worry about anything. So it's quick and easy projects. It can act as watercolor, it can act as acrylic if you add some white acrylic to it. It just has so much possibilities that I really love my gelatos. So there you see the effect. Gelatos has a lot of distress. I keep adding water to the or splatters to the oxide, trying to get it to give a more of a oxidized look, I would say. So there that is. And I decided that since this is only one example and one color, and it is kind of one of my favorite colors, I am going to try it with a darker color too and give you the full truth. I'm not I want you to see and use what you want to use for yourself. Like I said, I enjoy my gelatos. I find them in a great deal of many colors at an affordable rate. They last really long, and I just am super happy with my gelatos. So I'm using this, I think it's called Chipped Sapphire by the Distressed Oxides, and I actually can't remember the name of the gelato. I will put it in the link, I think. if I remember. And I'm going to be using a gelato that is similar in color to this one. Okay, and again, I'm going to be using a blending brush to apply the Distress Oxides. Now here's why I don't use my finger to apply the Distress Oxides, because have you tried getting Distress Oxides off your finger and your hand and everywhere else where it touches once you've got it on? It kind of sort of stays for a while, I found personally. So I use a blending tool to apply the Distress Oxides. Now that's another reason why I prefer the gelatos, because everything's quick, everything's easy, cleaning is easy, it's fully water soluble, so I just use a wet wipe or some water and it comes off pretty quick in general, and I can use my fingers on it straight away and clean it. I love that I can clean my fingers afterwards. So with the Distress Oxides, you kind of want to have an even blend by putting it onto your non-stick craft mat first, kind of tapping it down and then putting it onto the paper. Otherwise it creates a lot of marks. You can blend it out. Like I said, for me personally, it's a bit messy. If messy is your style, you do you. I always say this in my classes, really, you don't have to use what I use or do what I do. You need to find your own niche and your own thing that you like and enjoy and that works for you. Okay, so the chipped sapphire color is down there, and with the gelatos, doing the same thing as I did with the previous color. I just scribble it on directly, and then I take my finger and just blend it onto the page, or smear it onto the page. You can then create straight lines or circular effects or distressed kind of looking blended effects as you wish, how you wish. It's really easy to control, easy to manage, and like I said, love gelatos. Have I said that before? I think maybe I forgot to say that I really love gelatos. Okay, so spritzing the little bit of water. I think with spraying it in this direction from the top to the bottom or to the paper, it doesn't give me an even spray, but nonetheless, there you go. This Distress Oxide distresses better than, or I can see the color change and oxidation, however you say that, quite a bit better. But again, for me, the effect in the two are very similar, and the cost per unit on Distress Oxide versus a gelato for me seals the deal. I've always said I prefer cost-effective ways to embark on this journey of Bible journaling, just because I want to make it reachable for everyone. And to give you a kind of comparison, I can get a pack of 12 colors of the gelatos for the price of 2.5 oxides. I can stamp with gelatos. I can do pretty much anything and everything that I can do with other products I can do with gelatos. So for me, the investment in the gelatos is well worth it. Now, many people have bought these and it kind of just sits there, and that's what I'm trying to do through this channel. Apart from just Bible journaling, is obviously showing you that you can use what you have in whichever project you want to do, be it scrapbooking or Bible journaling or memory keeping or mixed media or anything like that, art journaling. Your products are versatile, use them to the full of their capacity. So there you see the two results. Again, on the left it is the Distress Oxides, and on the right it is the gelatos. You can get the beautiful distressed oxidized effect with both of these products, and you don't necessarily have to just buy one. There you go. Hope you enjoyed that. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.